Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Dr. Nadira Hamid from Anatomy Department, and today I will give you a brief introduction about the thoracic wall skeleton. Now, the learning objectives for today's lecture are I will give you the introduction of about the respiratory and thorax module and regarding the anatomy point of view. Then we'll be studying what is thorax, like the definition of thorax, the extent of the thorax, etc. And I will be teaching you the thoracic cage and its boundaries, the bones that are involved in formation of thoracic cage, then what is superior thoracic aperture and what is inferior thoracic aperture and which joints are involved in the thorax. So regarding the module introduction from anatomy point of view, in this module you will study the introduction of the thorax, like how the thorax is formed from different bones, uh, and the detail of each bone will be given uh, that is involved in the formation of thoracic cage, the muscles that are involved in the thoracic cage in that are attached to the bones of the thoracic cage, and the action, the attachments, the role of the muscles in the respiration, the blood supply, the nerve supply of those muscles, each and everything will be discussed. Then we will come towards the anatomy of the respiratory system. Basically, it is divided into upper and lower respiratory tract. And we will start from the upper respiratory tract. The first lecture will be about nose, anatomy of the nose, each and everything about the nose, that is external nose, nasal cavities, what are the structure, what are the walls, different walls like medial, lateral wall, the floor, the roof, etc. Each and everything, the blood supply, nerve supply, the structure whose openings are present within the nasal cavity, each and everything will be taught to you. Then we will discuss the paranasal sinuses, the names, the importance, etc. Then the anatomy of the larynx, trachea will be taught to you, the bronchial tree, and in the end, pleura and lungs will be discussed. The different parts of the pleura, how it is uh, covering the lungs, and what are the different names according to the area which it covers, the lungs, the basic gaseous exchange organ, um, each and everything about the lungs, the anatomy specially will uh, teach you. And then we will come towards the diaphragm. And diaphragm, the attachments, the importance of this diaphragm in respiration will be will be taught to you, and we will teach you about the openings of the diaphragm and which in the structure that pass through these openings from thorax to abdomen and from abdomen to thorax. And in the end, sorry, the same module, we will teach you the development of respiratory system, that during embryological life how the respiratory system develops in the embryo, and different histological sections of the different areas of the respiratory system will be studied in this module. If you remember, I told you about the axial and appendicular skeleton when we were studying the bones in general anatomy. So basically, the axial and appendicular skeleton, and the axial skeleton actually constitute the cranium, that is the skull, basically skull, and vertebral column. This is the vertebral column, the cranium, which includes, sorry, this whole is skull, and this is the cranium along with these facial bones, and both of them constitute the skull. So vertebral column also comes in axial skeleton, and ribs, these are the ribs, sternum, the flat bone sternum is also included in exoskeleton. The appendicular skeleton, it is actually appendicular skeleton actually involves the bones of the upper limb and lower limb, along with the girdles, like the shoulder girdle along with the upper limb and the pelvic girdle along with the lower limb. These are included in the appendicular skeleton. Now thorax. What is thorax? It is the region of the body between the neck and abdomen. This is neck, this belly portion is abdomen, and this central portion that lies between this neck and this abdomen is called thorax. It is flattened from front and behind but rounded from sides. Rounded from sides because of the ribs, the sharp turn that the ribs take towards when going towards the posterior side. So the rounded structure comes from the ribs because of ribs. It communicates with the with the neck superiorly. So here is the opening which we will study later on, which communicates with the neck, and here is the portion which communicates with the abdomen. The abdomen, the opening of the thorax that communicates with the abdomen is closed by diaphragm with few openings in it, which allow some structures to pass from the thorax towards the abdomen. And what is the function? What are the functions of the thorax? This actually provides protection to the vital organs, for example, lungs and heart. Like it is organized in a manner to provide protection to the lungs, that is one of the basic structure, and heart. Uh, and it also provides attachment to the muscle, those muscles which are the um, basic parts of respiration, like which take part in respiration, are also uh, um, the thorax also provides attachment to those muscles and helps in respiration. I took this diagram just to show you where the thorax actually lies in the body. So this is the actual human body, and this whole portion is thorax, which lies between neck and abdomen, and these are the bones that form the thoracic cage, which lie like this in the human body. Thoracic cage. Now, this whole is a thoracic cage, means the skeletal framework that forms the thorax. And first of all, we will study the bones. किस चीज से बना होता है thoracic cage? Okay, this front bone is sternum, and these gray portions are costal cartilages. So these are the front portion of thoracic cage. The sidewise are the 12 pairs of ribs, and behind you can see the vertebral column, but the vertebral column, this area which comes in the thorax, is the thoracic vertebra. These are thoracic vertebra starting from T1 here and ending to T12. So the boundary, posterior boundary, is the thoracic vertebra. Now we will study about the boundaries of the thoracic cage, means what are the limitations, what are the end points from different sides which form the thoracic cage. So in front it is bounded by sternum and the costal cartilages, the grayish portion costal cartilages. Behind by, as I told you, thoracic vertebra, from starting from the thoracic vertebra 1 to thoracic vertebra 12. And on sides you are having ribs with intercostal spaces. The intercostal space is this here, this portion. Okay, the space between two ribs, like rib number 1, rib number 2, this is the space. Rib number 2, 3, this is the space. Okay, these are intercostal spaces, but these are not left as spaces in human body, in live uh, human body. These spaces are covered by muscles, fascia, nerves, vessels, etc., in which you will be studying in the module. And these actually provide attachment. These areas provide attachment to the muscles and the pathways for different vessels and nerves. So the intercostal spaces and the ribs form the lateral boundary. This is the anterior view of the thoracic cage, and here is the posterior view. In anterior view, you can clearly see the front portion, that is sternum and costal cartilages, and the sidewise the 12 pair of ribs and the intercostal spaces. And posteriorly, the thoracic vertebra. This is first thoracic vertebra. This is 12th thoracic vertebra. Okay, and here like the scapula is attached here like this in communication with the clavicle, that is coming from the front, and another scapula is attached here, so you can see the posterior view of the thoracic cage. What is this red dotted line? This is actually the showing the dome shaped structure of the diaphragm, मीन्स द एक्सटेंट ऑफ द डायफ्राम कि डायफ्राम जो है वो बॉडी में किस थॉरिक्स में किस एक्सटेंट तक जो है वो होता है, मीन्स लाइक दिस इज द होल ऑफ थोरेसिक केज, बट डायफ्राम की जो पोजीशन है वो ऐसे होती है, सो सम ऑफ द स्ट्रक्चर्स ऑफ द एब्डोमेन कम टू लाई हियर in this area, okay, like stomach, like लिवर एक्सेट्रा, पैंक्रियाज, किडनीज, वो आप बाद में पढ़ेंगे, ठीक है। सो वो इधर पड़े होते हैं, और जो लंग्स हेयर एंड हेयर और साथ में हार्ट जो है वो इधर हमारे पास लाई करते हैं। The bony thorax, this is again another diagram, and this is showing the sternum, this front flat bone, the costal cartilages, the ribs, the thoracic vertebra. जैसा मैंने clavicle और scapula को भी शो किया हुआ है, just to show you the position of different bones in the thoracic area, ठीक है। So the sternum क्या आपको मैंने शायद पहले भी एक लेक्चर में बताया था, it has basically three parts: manubrium sterni, body of the sternum, and xiphisternum, ठीक है, involving two joints, manubriosternal joint, xiphisternal joint. Coming towards the ribs, ठीक है, जिसमें आपके पास true ribs हैं और false ribs हैं, बाद में डिटेल पढ़ाई जाएगी, बट like you should be knowing what are the true ribs. True ribs का मतलब ये है those ribs which articulate or join the sternum directly through their own costal cartilages, ठीक है, वो रिब्स जिसका अपना costal cartilage होता है और वही costal cartilage makes contact with this sternum, ठीक है। So these are basically 7, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, ठीक है। उसके बाद false ribs है। false ribs का मतलब ये है those ribs which have their own costal cartilages but combine together and join the seventh rib, the costal cartilage of the seventh rib, and then along with the seven costal cartilages join the sternum, ठीक है। अपना costal cartilages होता है, लेकिन साथ में वो सेवंथ वाले costal cartilage के साथ अटैच होकर then indirectly sternum को join करते हैं। These are called false ribs. इसमें इन्होंने 11th और 12th को भी false में डाला हुआ है, but in some areas 11 और 12th are involved in are called as floating ribs. Floating का मतलब ये है they are not attached to the sternum, they are just floating in the abdomen. They are having the bars of hyaline cartilage, that is costal cartilage, like see this grayish portion, this one, but these are not actually attaching to something. These are embedded in abdominal musculature as such. Then clavicle आप देख सकते हैं इसमें, and scapula and the vertebra, thoracic vertebra will be forming the bony thorax from behind. Now communication of the thorax. Thorax actually communicates with the neck through thoracic outlet or superior thoracic aperture. Superior thoracic aperture means, superior means above, thorax, aperture means opening, ठीक है। सो वो वाली ओपनिंग जो कि ऊपर साइड पे प्रेजेंट है। दूसरी ओपनिंग है दैट इज द वाइडेस्ट ओपनिंग ऑफ द thorax, दैट इज inferior thoracic aperture. इंफीरियर थोरेसिक अपर्चर का मतलब ये है, इंफीरियर मीन्स बिलो thoracic aperture opening. So superior thoracic aperture communicates with the neck and inferior thoracic aperture communicates with the abdomen. ठीक है, दोनों ही जो है उसकी अपनी बाउंड्रीज हैं, दोनों ही क्लोज्ड होती हैं बट having openings for the vital structures to pass through it from thorax to neck or from thorax to abdomen or from abdomen to thorax. It communicates with the abdomen through inferior thoracic aperture. This okay, the superior thoracic aperture is also called thoracic outlet. In some books, this one is mentioned as inlet. This is mentioned as outlet. But in some books, इसको outlet कहा गया है, इसको सिर्फ aperture कहा गया है. But for understanding, the purpose of understanding, you can call this superior thoracic aperture, inferior thoracic aperture, and this one is the thoracic outlet. Okay. Thoracic outlet क्या चीज़ है? It is the communication of the thorax with the neck that is occurring through this obliquely placed superior thoracic aperture. Obliquely इसलिए कहा गया है because it is oblique. Like if you are drawing a line, so ये oblique इसकी थोड़ा सा जो इसका structure है वो थोड़ा सा obliquity है उसमें. It is facing upward and forward, upward and forward. ठीक है. It is closed by a dense facial layer called suprapleural membrane. जैसे मैंने आपको बताया था कि lower inferior thoracic aperture is closed by diaphragm. So here you can also find a facial layer that is called suprapleural membrane. Means supra means above, pleural means pleura, membrane means membrane layer. ठीक है. Actually, from here the whole area and here the whole area is covered like a tent. This area is covered like a tent by a tough membrane, tough tent like thing that is called suprapleural membrane. ठीक है, अभी आगे जाके उसके attachments पढ़ते हैं. Now what are the boundaries of thoracic outlet? Boundaries means क्या चीज़ बनाते हैं, क्या limitations है इसकी. ठीक है, anteriorly this one is the anterior portion. Anteriorly it is bounded by manubrium sterni. This red area you can see the upper portion of manubrium sterni. This is manubrium sterni that is forming the anterior boundary of thoracic outlet. The lateral boundary is found by the medial border of first rib. This is first rib. Ribs की जब आप पूरी anatomy पढ़ेंगे, ठीक है, डिटेल में, then you will come to know that the first rib is flattened from above downward. ठीक है, बाकी सारे rounded हैं but this is atypical. ठीक है, तो इसकी थोड़ा structure different है. So it is flattened from above downward and so it is having the medial border and lateral border. ठीक है, इसका जो medial border है वो thoracic outlet का lateral boundary बनाता है. ठीक है, so medial border of first rib is forming the lateral boundary of thoracic outlet. ठीक है, posterior क्या होगा? Posterior as the thorax is starting from thoracic vertebra 1, so first thoracic vertebra is forming the posterior boundary of thoracic outlet. So the boundaries are manubrium sterni in front, laterally the medial margin of the first rib, and posteriorly T1. Now what is suprapleural membrane? As I told you, suprapleural membrane, it is also known as Simpson fascia, एक dense facial layer है that closes the thoracic outlet. ठीक है, इस thoracic outlet में superior thoracic aperture को ऐसे close करता है but center में open होता है, which allows the important structures to pass through it from neck to thorax and from thorax to neck. Okay. So the attachment of the suprapleural membrane is, it is attached with the medial border of the first rib and costal cartilage. ये नजर आ रहा होगा आपको. ठीक है, medial border of the first rib and costal cartilage. ऊपर की तरफ it is attached to the tubercle of cervical vertebra 7. ठीक है, C7 के tubercle transverse process of C7 के साथ इसकी tip जो है वो attached है. So here from transverse process of C7 vertebra going downward towards the medial border of the first rib. So इसका medial जो ये border है ये वाला इसी Simpson fascia का it is attached to the mediastinal pleura. ठीक है, यहाँ एक mediastinal pleura होता है. What is mediastinum? जब आप लंग थोड़ा सा कैविटी पढ़ेंगे you will come to know that between two lungs 1 and 2 in the center portion is a structure that is called mediastinum. ठीक है, अब जब प्लूरा इस इन लंग्स को कवर करता है so along with the lungs it also covers the mediastinum. Here the name of the pleura changes to mediastinal pleura, इधर present होता है. ठीक है, so this medial border is attached to the mediastinal pleura. So this tent shaped structure like this, it is actually closing the suprapleural membrane but allowing certain structures to pass through it between the neck and the thorax. Now another phenomena, thoracic outlet syndrome. Thoracic outlet syndrome, it is actually the group of disorders that occur when blood vessels or nerves in the space between the clavicle and the first rib are compressed. Like मैंने आपको first diagram में दिखाया था in which I showed you the clavicle, position of the clavicle and the ribs. Now this is first rib. First rib के ऊपर clavicle पड़ा होता है. ठीक है, now certain structures involving the vein, artery and nerve, I will not mention the names because आपको confuse नहीं करेंगे. So the vein, artery and nerves, these pass from the thorax to the upper limb. ठीक है, upper limb इधर आर्म की तरफ कुछ vessels जा रही है, nerves जा रही है from thorax. ठीक है, और from this neck portion जो कि पास हो रही है above the first rib. ये first rib है, उसके ऊपर से structures पास हो रही है. And first rib has the clavicle above it also. So due to certain conditions the these structures are compressed. ठीक है, यहाँ pressure ज़्यादा हो जाता है, so these structures are compressed. The causes are any trauma from road traffic accident, repetitive injuries from any occupation like laborers जो होते हैं which carry heavy loads on their shoulders, and sports related activities जो एथलीट्स होते हैं. certain anatomical defects जैसे किसी में एक्स्ट्रा रिब होती है. ठीक है, जब पढ़ेंगे तो उसमें आपको अंदाजा हो जाएगा. कुछ लोगों में एक्स्ट्रा रिब दैट इज कॉल्ड सर्वाइकल रिब. ठीक है, एम्ब्रोलॉजिकली ही डेवलप होती है which puts pressure over here this area because of the accessory rib. ठीक है, प्रेगनेंसी भी हो सकता है. So because of all these conditions here these structures are compressed. So these structures are passing towards the upper limb. तो इनकी जो भी सप्लाई होगी उसमें कोई ना कोई प्रॉब्लम जरूर होगी. फॉर एग्जाम्पल यू विल द पर्सन विल कॉल feel pain in the shoulders and neck and numbness in the fingers. Numbness because of the nerves and pain and in the shoulder and the neck because of the vessels. ठीक है, तो ये उसके compression की वजह से पेशेंट को फील होगा. Now coming toward the inferior thoracic aperture. Inferior thoracic aperture, as I mentioned earlier, it communicates. It is the communication between the thorax and the abdomen. So the communication with thorax with the abdomen inferiorly, it is closed by a diaphragm. This is the diaphragm. जो muscular आपको reddish portion नजर आ रहा है, सारा diaphragm है. ठीक है, it is actually closed the inferior thoracic aperture. But diaphragm itself has small holes, small openings, which we will study later on. उन opening में कुछ important structures pass होती हैं from thorax to abdomen or from abdomen to thorax. Those openings are present at certain levels. बाद में वो सब डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे. ठीक है, now जैसे हमने superior thoracic aperture की boundaries पढ़ी, इस तरह हम inferior thoracic aperture की boundaries पढ़ेंगे. So interiorly from here you can see this is anterior portion. This small triangular portion of the sternum called xiphisternum forms the anterior boundary of inferior thoracic aperture. सामने present है, so anterior boundary of inferior thoracic aperture is formed by this xiphoid process. Then posteriorly ये anterior है, ये posterior है. ठीक है, and posterior you can see कि end of the thorax is posteriorly by T12 vertebra. So obviously 12th thoracic vertebra will be the posterior boundary. Laterally, now this is the lateral boundary. This is called costal margin. Margin means edge, ठीक है कोई, और उसके costal means ribs, taken from ribs. So costal margin, this costal margin is taken, sorry, is formed by the costal cartilages of these ribs. So this forms the lateral boundary of inferior thoracic aperture. Laterally present है हमारे पास costal margin, anteriorly है zippy sternum and posteriorly है 12th thoracic vertebra. Now coming towards the anatomy of the ribs, थोड़ा बहुत मैंने आपको पहले उसमें बता दिया था, ठीक है. True ribs, the upper 7 pairs are attached anteriorly to the sternum by their costal cartilages. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, ये 7 जो ribs हैं ये directly attached हैं, जैसे as you can see clearly, through their own costal cartilages to the sternum, so they are called true ribs. Now false ribs 8 9 10th, 8th, this one 8th, 9 and 10th, their costal cartilages are attached to the 7th costal cartilage and indirectly are attached to the sternum, body of the sternum के साथ indirectly attach करते हैं when they join the costal cartilage of the 7th rib. So these are called false ribs. Now floating ribs, the 11th and 12th pairs of the rib have no anterior attachment. This is the 12th, this is the 11th. Both of them are floating in the abdomen, embedded in abdominal musculature. Both of them have their own costal cartilage but is not attached to anything. They are just embedded in abdomen, the muscles of the abdomen. Okay. Now joints of the sternum and joints of the ribs. As I mentioned earlier, and we have studied these joints when we were studying the joint general anatomy about the joints. So manubriosternal joint, as the name suggests, manubrio means manubrium of the sternum and sternal means sternum. So manubriosternal joint is the joint between manubrium of the sternum with the body of the sternum. Is the cartilaginous joints between manubrium and the body of the sternum. थोड़ा सा एंगुलर मूवमेंट जो है वो इसमें पॉसिबल है ड्यूरिंग रिस्पिरेशन. And Ziphisternal joint means between the xiphoid process and sternum. That is also cartilaginous joints between xiphoid process and the sternum. और इसमें ज़्यादातर मिडिल एज में कोई मूवमेंट नहीं होती because it fuses with the body. These two are the joints of the sternum. Now coming towards the joints of the ribs. The ribs will be pronounced as costo when we will be studying the joints, ठीक है. Costovertebral means between the ribs and vertebra. So इसमें कुछ exceptions हैं. The joints are the joints of the ribs with the vertebra is through their heads. When you will be studying ribs, you will come across a different portion of the ribs like head, neck, shaft, tubercle, etc. So वो joints जो कि ribs के heads के साथ बनाती हैं vertebral bodies, उनको बोलते हैं costovertebral joints. So the exceptions are the first rib and the three lowest ribs, means 10th, 11th, 12th, have single synovial joint with their corresponding vertebral body. इसमें होता क्या है कि normally from 2nd to 9th ribs जो हैं, the uh, head of the ribs, they form joint, a synovial joint with the corresponding vertebral body. मीन्स अपने जो वर्टिब्रल जो अपनी नेमिंग वर्टिब्रल बॉडी है उसके साथ तो जॉइंट बनाते ही बनाते हैं. लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल सेकंड रिब विल फॉर्म अ जॉइंट विद द T12, सॉरी T2. द सेकंड रिब विल फॉर्म अ जॉइंट विद T2, second thoracic vertebra, but will also form a joint with that of the vertebra above it, ठीक है. T1 के साथ भी अटैच होगा. Similarly थर्ड, फोर्थ, फिफ्थ, सिक्स, सेवंथ, एट, नाइन्थ, अगर हम नाइन्थ रिब को ले लें, सो इट विल द हेड ऑफ द नाइन्थ रिब will articulate with the vertebral body 9th, means thoracic vertebra 9 and thoracic vertebra 8 के साथ भी joint बनाएगा, ठीक है। and when it articulates with the vertebra, तो vertebra के बीच में inter vertebral disc होती है, so the head is attached strongly to the intervertebral disc by intra-articular ligament. Now coming towards costotransverse. Costotransverse का मतलब ये है कि the joint is between rib and transverse process of the vertebra. When you will study the vertebra, you will also come to know about the structures, different parts of the vertebra. That is, vertebra include the transverse process. So when the tubercle of the rib articulates by means of a synovial joint with the transverse process of corresponding vertebra, means कि जब rib sharp turn लेता है, ठीक है, I'll show in the diagram on the next slide. The tubercle जो होता है, it comes in contact with the transverse process of the same vertebra, means अगर rib number 2 है, उसका ट्रांसवर्स प्रोसेस जो रिब नंबर 2 है, उसका जो ट्यूबरकल है वो थोरेसिक वर्टिब्रा 2 के साथ के ट्रांसवर्स प्रोसेस के साथ ही बनाएगा। रिब नंबर 2 का ट्यूबरकल और थोरेसिक वर्टिब्रा 2 का ट्रांसवर्स प्रोसेस इस तरह, ठीक है। बट दिस जॉइंट इज एब्सेंट ऑन द 11th एंड 12th रिब बिकॉज उनके कोई ट्यूबरकल नहीं होते। सो टू जॉइंट्स हो गए बैक से, ठीक है। जॉइंट्स ऑफ द रिब्स पोस्टीरियरली दो हैं, कोस्टोवर्टिब्रल, कोस्टोट्रांसवर्स, एंड एंटीरियरली the ribs are joined with their costal cartilages, so these joints are called costochondral. These joints are cartilaginous joints, कोई movement possible नहीं है। and the अब जब costal cartilages का rib का joint बन गया, so these costal cartilages will attach to the sternum, then they will be called chondrosternal, means chondro means costal cartilages and sternum। इसमें भी एक्सेप्शन है जो पहले बताया था। द फर्स्ट कॉस्टल कार्टिलेजेस आर्टिकुलेट विद द मेनोब्रियम, पहला जो है वो मेनोब्रियम के साथ अटैच होता है बाय कार्टिलेजियस जॉइंट दैट परमिट नो मूवमेंट। बट सेकंड से लेकर 7th तक जो है वो बॉडी ऑफ द स्टर्नम के साथ अटैच होते हैं थ्रू स्टर्नल जॉइंट्स, लेकिन 8, 9, 10, 7, 8, 9, 10 जो है वो आपस में ज्वाइन होके they articulate with one another along with their borders by small synovial joints, उसके थ्रू फिर इनडायरेक्टली स्टर्नम के साथ जॉइंट होते हैं, ठीक है। The cartilages of 11th and 12th ribs are embedded in abdominal musculature, so they do not form any joint. This is the diagram showing the anterior joints of the thoracic cage, ठीक है। स्टर्नम का अगर हम ले लें, we studied these menobriosternal joint, ziphisternal joint, ठीक है। So menobrium of the body sternum joined with the body of the sternum through menobriosternal joint. Ziphioid process is joined with the body of the sternum through ziphisternal joint. Important point एक discuss करना चाहूँगी, the menobriosternal joint, this area is also called sternal angle, ठीक है। इसको हम sternal angle भी बोलते हैं। There is small bulge in adult life. You can feel this bulge just below your neck. जो नेक पे आपको मेनिब्रोस्टर्नल का जो नॉच फील होता है, उसके नीचे अगर आप थोड़ा सा अपनी फिंगर को डाउनवर्ड पल्पेट करेंगे, you will feel a small bulge. That is called sternal angle. It is actually showing the junction of the menobrium with this body of the sternum. This sternal angle की importance ये है कि इसके बैक पे कुछ important events होते हैं, फॉर एग्जाम्पल आर्च ऑफ आयोटा एटसेट्रा डिफरेंस जो बाद आप पढ़ेंगे, ठीक है। ट्रैकिया की बाइफर्केशन है, कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट इवेंट्स है, बट you should remember that this portion means this menobriosternal joint is also called sternal angle, ठीक है। Now these are the chondrosternal joint, ठीक है। कॉन्ड्रो मीन्स कॉस्टल कार्टिलेजियस स्टर्नम, कॉन्ड्रो स्टर्नल जॉइंट। ये इंटरकॉन्ड्रल जॉइंट्स हैं जो 7th 8th 9th 10th वर्टेब्रा आपस में ज्वाइन हो रहे हैं, तो उनकी कॉस्टल कार्टिलेजेस आपस में ज्वाइन होके बना रहे हैं इंटरकॉन्ड्रल जॉइंट्स, ठीक है। और ये भी सेम, सो मैन्युब्रो स्टर्नल, जिफी स्टर्नल, कॉस्टो वर्टिब्रल और कॉस्टो ट्रांसवर्स नेक्स्ट स्लाइड में पढ़ेंगे, ठीक है। कॉस्टोकॉन्ड्रल हो गया, कॉन्ड्रोस्टर्नल हो गया, ठीक है। ये कॉस्टोकॉन्ड्रल है, the ribs with the costal cartilages, these are the costochondral joints, these are two joints, number 1 and number 2, ठीक है। ये एक जॉइंट है जिसको हमने कॉस्टोवर्टिब्रल का नाम दिया था, और एक जॉइंट ये है जिसको हमने कॉस्टो ट्रांसवर्स का नाम दिया था, ठीक है। कॉस्टोवर्टिब्रल में हमने ये पढ़ा था कि द हेड of the rib articulates with the same naming vertebra, corresponding vertebra, so this is called costovertebral joint। बट एक्सेप्शंस के साथ हमने ये भी पढ़ा था कि सेकंड से लेकर 9th तक जो रिब्स होती हैं they articulate with the corresponding vertebra and also with the vertebra immediately above it, so ये वो जॉइंट थोड़ा सा पार्ट इसके ऊपर वाले वर्टेब्रा से भी अटैच होता है और बेसिक पार्ट अपने ही वर्टेब्रा के साथ अटैच होता है। एंड दीज आर दी इंट्रा आर्टिकुलर लिगामेंट, ये जो इंट्रा आर्टिकुलर लिगामेंट है जो कि इस इंटरवर्टिब्रल डिस्क के साथ इस हेड को ज्वाइन करता है, ठीक है। दिस एरिया इंट्रा आर्टिकुलर लिगामेंट जिसकी मैंने बात की थी, दिस पोर्शन इज कॉल्ड कॉस्टो ट्रांसवर्स जॉइंट, मीन्स रिब का ट्रांसवर्स प्रोसेस ऑफ द करस्पॉन्डिंग वर्टिब्रा के साथ जॉइंट, ठीक है। ये ट्यूबरकल ऑफ द रिब था जो कि इस के साथ अटैच होता है ट्रांसवर्स प्रोसेस ऑफ द करस्पॉन्डिंग वर्टिब्रा के साथ फॉर्मिंग द कॉस्टो ट्रांसवर्स जॉइंट। होप आपको ये लेक्चर समझ आ गया होगा। थैंक यू सो मच। थैंक यू।